With the new content for Elite Dangerous just around the corner, with some early concepts of gameplay now being shown, one thing I have been asked quite a few times is, what do you think is coming beyond the Odyssey update? Although a good chunk of what was originally planned for this game will probably be missing when Odyssey drops later this year, I feel like we will be getting a sizable chunk of new gameplay. In the early days of this game, first-person elements, otherwise known as space legs, was to many players a pipe dream. Now here we sit, soon to stand. No doubt there will be more space-based content added come Odyssey, but the bulk of the content planned or teased with Odyssey will be ground-based. Although it is unknown to the exact details of what we will be getting, rumours include new SRVs, more Thargoid content, a new ship, and some kind of movement to the story of the game. A few things, however, are known not to be included within the next update, but have been promised to the future. In this video, I will explore some things that I would like to see post-Odyssey, and some things that Frontier have promised. Since the Kickstarter, landable Earth-like worlds have been promised to the playbase as a major implementation. Some sections of the playbase would have preferred this to be included in Odyssey at the expense of first-person elements. Understandably so, some sections of those people are wary of first-person elements being added to Elite Dangerous. The immediate association that first-person gameplay has to games such as Call of Duty or Battlefield is what some of the player base fear when it comes to being implemented within Elite Dangerous. The thought of the here today, gone tomorrow style of rinse-repeat shooter being the future of this game does not exactly inspire pilots to get hyped for the update. But here's the thing, how about you forget Call of Duty or Battlefield and start thinking about other games that are first person yet are dramatically different. Telling a story with space sims is traditionally done through the vidcom link in the lower section of your screen, with some pilot with a helmet advancing the story. Relying on this alone to tell a story makes it very difficult to engage those who are playing it. Adding first person makes storytelling a more immersive and dynamic experience. Adding Earth-like worlds with cities, forests, rivers and ecosystems would indeed be one thing to encounter within the confines of a spaceship, but to get out once you have landed and to explore in the way that has been dreamed about since the days of Pong is another. No doubt adding Earth-like worlds will be a considerable challenge to Frontier developments in a way which suits Elite Dangerous, and I feel this will be coming in the next major update beyond Odyssey. It not only makes sense from a practical standpoint, but from the perspective of familiarising the player with the concepts of first-person elements that are not just about shooting people. Games such as the Elder Scrolls series, Thief, System Shock and Alien Isolation have demonstrated what you can do with a first-person game beyond the confines of a linear war-based shooter. To walk amongst the trees and lifeforms on an alien jungle, to explore long-dead alien cities, to be hunted down by a Thargoid. Adding the foundation of space legs first, and then implementing this experience with new worlds makes perfect sense to me. Little is known of what exactly we will be getting come Odyssey when it comes to new space assets. One ship, however, has been doing the rumour circuits, and that ship is the Panther Clipper. Originally, the Panther Clipper was meant as a massive cargo hauler not suitable for atmospheric flight. Other ships such as the Federal dropship could fit the task that we no doubt will have acquired come Odyssey: the transportation of large numbers of humans to and from the surface. So what will the Panther Clipper lift, if indeed they choose to add it to the game? If we get a larger tank type SRV or large prospector vehicle, no doubt the Panther will be hauling them to the surface. Beyond Odyssey, these types of ships could be used to lift massive structures such as base elements and mining devices, but that, as many other things in this video, is just speculation. You have to think, with any new vessel they decide to add, what purpose will it serve? Beyond Odyssey, something which I feel would really add the cherry on the cake would be subcapital class vessels such as a frigate, destroyer or cruiser. Like the fleet carrier, we should be able to choose how these ships look and what we want these ships to do. I want these ships to be more than just a mobile space station. For instance, I would love a ship that would jump you into a system, fire unmanned probes with landers on them to any planet I choose so that I can canvass each system I survey. I want these landers to have camera feeds on them so that I can control these probes. In terms of combat fleet vessels, adding a more dynamic environment when it comes to space stations and fleet carriers would be essential. If I am to have my very own spacefaring version of the Jackdaw, I'm going to need things that I can destroy and a fleet vessel that I can move from one planet to the next. Although Frontier has ramped up the events of late, for many years we have been left on hiatus for these types of gameplay experiences. No doubt with Odyssey we'll get new ways to enjoy this game such as we have seen in the livestream, but what events made me see past that? Expanding on some good events and sites is key here, with adding some new experiences to keep the player base interested. One such site in particular would be the Guardian sites. As you may have noticed, there are doors tunneling into the planet of most Guardian sites. I would personally like to see what are beyond these doors, and with first person elements, this would add immersion to the game. Think of this scenario. Imagine walking into a room full of idle Guardian automatons. In order to get what you came here for, maybe some engineering material or a data core for Ramtar, you have to hack the machinery in order to get what you need. If you do it wrong, you wake up these drones and all hell breaks loose. Space-wise, I think they must include some variations into the places where people encounter and fight one another. I think that adding the occasional wreck or asteroid would improve the space combat. Yes, we get asteroids in rings or belts, but most PvP encounters happen in the emptiness of space. This makes the combat somewhat like a medieval jousting tournament. Adding cover and obstacles would make the battles more cinematic and enjoyable in my opinion. Please Frontier developments include some major battle or cataclysmic event that would add some danger to the Thargoids. Rumour has it that we will be getting more Thargoid stuff come the update, but I doubt they will give us all of the assets they have planned for all at once. Expanding on the intentions of the Thargoid race would be great. At the moment we are meant to believe that the Thargoids are an imminent threat to humanity, yet it does not seem that humanity is in danger. Make the areas that the Thargoids lurk dangerous for a pilot to go into, or elaborate the differences between the two factions of Thargoids, if indeed this is a thing. What would you like to see added in Odyssey and beyond? What do you think would and would not be added to the game that was mentioned in the roadmap all the way back when they launched the Kickstarter? Thank you for the watch. I would like to thank Thea Kreutzer for choosing to support the channel via Ko-fi. I would also like to thank the official member of the channel, David Gate. If you would like to back the channel via Ko-fi or become a member and watch some exclusive videos, either follow the membership option below or the Ko-fi link in the description. Please make sure to hit the like if you enjoyed this video. Until next time, Commanders, 07. O Father, I hear the church bells ring. O say, what may it be? 'Tis a fog bell on a rock-bound coast, and he steered for the open sea. O Father, I hear the sound of guns. O say, what may it be? Some ship in distress, I cannot live in such an angry sea. O Father, I see a gleaming light. O say, what may it be? But the father never answered a word. A frozen corpse was he. Lashed to the helm, all stiff and stark, with his face turned to the skies, the lantern gleamed through the gleaming snow on his fixed and glassy eyes. Then the maiden clasped her hands and prayed that saved she might be, and she thought of Christ, who stilled the wave on the Lake of Galilee.